Everybody, welcome to Tech Growth Stocks channel. Today I present you a new episode. Specifically, I will give you 4 top social media stocks for 2021. So these social media stocks, they have strong momentum and some have good growth as well. So I think it definitely pays to watch that video until the end with me and have a look at all of these strong social media stocks. So this is part 2 of the social media stocks. If you missed part 1, please have a look on my channel. There are excellent social media stocks with even stronger momentum. So definitely have a look on my channel so that you do not miss these strong stocks too. Before I start right off with the first social media stock, I have to make a short disclaimer. This video does not constitute financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, so please consider that. And also one more quick note. Please subscribe now to my channel with the link in the description below and hit the notification bell so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me. So please subscribe now. Okay, so that was it for the intro. So let's start right off with the first top social media stock. And it is SPOT, Spotify Technology. Here you can see the long-term chart of Spotify, and as you can see, Spotify was a recent IPO in April 2018. After its IPO, it moved into it had here a nice IPO, short-term IPO base, a breakout, but it could not form a long-term uptrend, and it broke down, and it had a longer consolidation correction phase here, which lasted around until, let's say, May 2020, when it could break out of that correction consolidation phase here and develop a nice and strong uptrend since then. The short-term chart now we see here an uptrend, and then we had a base building phase and sideways moving phase for quite some time. A breakout of that sideways moving phase around December 2020. And now we are building another base here on top of that base, another sideways moving phase. And recently we just came back heavily off the highs. Now we are trading at the lows here of that sideways moving phase here. So I think currently Spotify offers an excellent entry point. So it's not too high in the price, and from a technical standpoint, I think it's a cheap entry price for Spotify. When we look at the growth characteristics, I mean, the EPS growth is not the strongest. It's sluggish, it's minus 89%. And the sales growth, it's good with plus 25%. And the relative strength rating, it's okay with 81. So I think with these characteristics, Spotify is definitely a top social media stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Spotify. Now let's have a look at the next top social media stock, and it is MTCH, Match Group. Here you can see the long-term chart of Match Group, and as you can see, Match was an IPO in 2015 around November. Then after its IPO, it moved into a downtrend, but it could reverse, made a low in 2016, reverse from that low, trade to the upside, and form a nice and very strong uptrend since then. And specifically in that uptrend, you see we had also a breakdown after the corona breakdown we had in March as well, and we made a low in March 2020. We reversed from that low and continued with the strong uptrend in Match Group. Short-term chart, here you see a nice uptrend. Or here you see an uptrend here, a base, period of pause in that uptrend, a breakout of that base, and now we are building another base, another period of pause, and we just came back with Match together with the overall market. I mean, the last week was quite for the Nasdaq week, and for many of these tech leaders, momentum stocks, they were heavily down. And in Match Group, we came back as well with the overall market, but still we are holding up quite well. So I think from a technical standpoint, these levels are good entry levels for Match Group. When we look at the growth characteristics, the EPS growth, it's a little bit sluggish. It's minus 16%. And so is the sales growth, it's minus 48%, but the relative strength rating, it's okay with 81. So I think with these characteristics, Match Group is still a good social media stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Match Group. Now let's have a look at the next social media stock for 2021. And it is Joy Inc. Here you can see the long-term chart of Joy, and as you can see, yeah, we have been in a long-term downtrend in Joy, let's say from around, downtrend started around March 2018, and then we made the low with that downtrend in March 2020. We reversed from that low and we formed a new, little bit volatile uptrend in Joy. Here in the short-term chart, you see that uptrend. Here you see a strong up move, and then here we had a longer consolidation or period of pause, yeah, base building phase, and we could break out of that base in February 2021 this year, and yeah, had a strong move to the upside, and yeah, together now with the overall market, we pulled back. So I think this level currently could be an attractive entry level for Joy. When we look at the growth characteristics, the EPS growth is super strong. It's 4,447%. The sales growth is a little bit sluggish. It's minus 15%. And the relative strength rating, it's okay with 79. So I think with these characteristics, Joy is also a good social media stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Joy. Now let's have a look at the last social media stock for 2021 for today. And it is TME, Tencent Music Entertainment. Here you can see the long-term chart of Tencent Music, and as you can see, Tencent Music was an IPO in December 2018, so it's just a quite young company. And why does that matter? Because 95% of the super performance of stocks is happening in the first 10 years after their IPOs. So it definitely pays if you watch out for leading young companies with strong growth in attractive sectors and with strong momentum behind them, because they could be multi-baggers and give you very strong ones. And yeah, Tencent had its IPO in 2019, and then yeah, it moved to the upside, but it could not form a strong uptrend. No, it broke down, had a downtrend, which lasted around March 2020 when it made its low. With that downtrend, it reversed from the low, traded to the upside, and formed a nice and very strong uptrend instead. In the short-term chart, you see here an uptrend, and here a period of pause, a base. Here we had the breakout here or here. Here the breakout started from that base, and here as well. Here we have followed through to the upside, and yeah, had a strong up move, and now it looks like we are building another base here at the top, yeah. And I think soon we could break out and form a strong long-term uptrend in TME. When we look at the growth characteristics for Tencent Music, I mean, the EPS growth, it's not the strongest, it's plus 2%, and so is the sales growth, it's plus 7%, but it's still okay. And the relative strength rating, it's okay as well with 78. And I think with these characteristics, Tencent Music is also a strong social media stock for 2021. Okay, so these were the social media stocks for 2021 for today. I hope in that video are some nice social media stocks which you can use for your research. And also do not forget to watch part 1 of the top social media stocks for 2021. These social media stocks have even greater momentum and better growth characteristics. So it's definitely a must look if you are looking into social media stocks. So check out my channel, you will find that video there. And also please subscribe now to my channel with a link in the description below, and do not forget to hit the notifications bell so that you do not miss any market leading stocks from me. So I bring these leading stocks here all the time, and I have some new videos coming up about the tech momentum stocks, which have been way strong performing stocks, and also the tech IPO stocks, way young companies which could be multi-baggers going forward. So subscribe now so that you do not miss these strong stocks. Okay, thank you for watching that video, and I think this year will be a great stock trading year with all that fiscal and monetary stimulus going on around the world from all of these central banks and governments due to the corona pandemic. So I think we will have strong runs, because this excess liquidity, it must flow somewhere, and it will flow in asset prices, in the asset price inflation. So I think it's an exciting investing year, and I think it definitely pays if you invest your time in the to select the best stocks for your portfolios. Okay, so thank you for watching again, and I hope to see you again soon in the future. Cheers.